Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 2, consists of Kina Ramadhani, Indah Chaya Nabila, Imelda Ferista Nidi, Laila Tuzara, and Maria Grace Keviana. We will present our discussion after analyzing the video of Praktik Pengalaman Lapangan Fauza Novianti on 99 Junior High School. Okay, based on the video, the method that needs to be seen in setting up classroom management is the seating arrangement. The seating arrangement was one of the aspects of the physical design of the classroom. The design of the classroom allows for some activities to take place and for others to not. The second part of classroom management is discipline. It can be seen from the video that some students in the class are noisy while the teacher presents the material. Discipline is the required action by a teacher toward a student or group of students after the student's behavior disrupt the ongoing educational activity or breaks a established rule created by the teacher. Discipline doesn't not only mean punishment. The next part will be presented by my partner, Imelda.
Okay, so for the next one, we will talk about the strengths of discipline. So there are 2 points that we are going to talk about. The first one is all students participated in the pre-learning activities like praying and greeting the teacher. The second one is some students participated in the learning activities like answering the teacher's questions, working on the worksheet, and presenting the worksheet they had done in front of the classroom. So we can see here that there is a significant difference between these 2 points, which is what I underline, all students and some students. This indicates that all of the students are engaged at the beginning of the classroom activity and are disciplined by following the instructions. But during the learning activities, only some of them focus on the teacher and learning, while the rest start to lose their focus and interest in learning. This will lead to the weaknesses of the teacher's discipline in the classroom, which will be presented by my partner Gina.
All right, thank you, Imelda. The next part is weaknesses of discipline. The first one is the classroom is very noisy. The students often talk to each other when the teacher gives explanation about the material regarding the descriptive text, but the noisy student kept talking even when one of their friends tried shushing them. And for the second one is some students are playing on their phone. It can be seen in the video that certain students use their phone as it is, even though it is not required for the classroom activity. And for the third one is some students are doing assignment from another subject. So the students have cardboard on their table, and some of them can be seen drawing on the cardboard, even though it was not instructed by the teacher and unrelated to the current subject they are learning, which is English or descriptive text. For the last one is a student put his head on the table. As you can see in the picture, the student who does this sits in front of the teacher, but she does not say anything to him, and he continues to put his head on the table for a while. And for the next part is going to be presented by my partner, Laila Tuzahra.
Okay, thank you, Gina. Here are the strengths of physical design that is used in that classroom. So the sitting position make it easy for students to discuss with others in group. The class use a group of 6 layout, so it enables students to communicate and engage in group discussion without needing to relocate. And it also helps the teachers when there is a group activity. And then the teacher has a clear sight. The position of the teacher's desk is at the front of the class. So the teacher can see all sides of the class easily. In addition, the teachers also can easily monitor the activities of their students. The next slide will be presented by Grace.
All right, thank you, Ila. Now I would like to present about the weaknesses of the physical design. The first one is the way to get to the front of the class becomes narrow. Classrooms that are too small for group seating arrangements make the path to the front of the class becomes narrow. Someone who wants to walk to the front of the class has to walk through the gap between the students' chair. The second one is the sitting position becomes less comfortable. A student must turn their body slightly to see the position of the teacher who is explaining or presenting in front of the class when they sit facing one to another. If this is repeated for several hours, I think it might harm the student's posture. The third one is the environment in class is not conducive. The class is not conducive because the students at the back side of the class are difficult for teacher to reach. This group sitting position will distract students from focusing on paying attention to the presenter in front of the class. And this is obviously can be seen when the presentation session of the result of students' work in front of the class. The fourth one, too many people are divided into groups. Each sitting group is divided into 6 people, which is too much. And as a result, when working in groups, the distribution of work becomes unequal. Some students collaborate one to another, and some students don't contribute at all because the distance too far. And the last one is the classroom looks unorganized. Group sitting gives the impression that the class is unorganized because the narrowness of the classroom. Students' drinking bottles are placed on the table, which is quite risky because the water could get on the sheets or book that placed on the table. I think that's all the weaknesses of the physical design, and for the next part will be presented by my partner. Thank you.
For this part, I will explain about the effective classroom management. It's basically our suggestion to make the learning activities more effective and efficient in facilitating student learning. The first one is change the table's layout that suit the condition. After watching the video, we noticed that the arrangement of the students sitting unseatable. Creating an impression of disorganization within the class and making it seem less conducive for learning. The second is ask the students to organize the classroom properly. In junior high school, the students are accountable for the state of their classroom. As observed in the video, cleaning tools like brooms and mops are visible in one corner, giving the impression of disarray. A disorderly classroom might cause discomfort for certain students and disrupt their learning experience. Therefore, it's essential for the teacher overseeing the class to regularly remind students about maintaining the cleanliness and appropriateness of their learning environment. The next part will be presenting by my partner, Imelda.
Okay, so for the last one is to be more strict in the classroom. Recognizing in the video that most students are not conducive and focused during learning activities, it becomes crucial for teacher to adopt a stricter approach in the classroom. By being stricter, teachers can make the class more conducive to becoming more structured and disciplined. And this discipline is expected to make students more engaged and actively participate in learning. Okay, so that was the end of our presentation. Thank you so much.